Yo, what's up guys? TurnGreenGoHAM here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin Hexer walkthrough. So we've sufficiently started Brume Tower. All of this stuff is fixing to come alive because we're going to get the Scepter that activates all of the lifts in the area, and it actually unlocks a few doors too. Not all of them. We do have to go get a key, but that key will be accessed once we get the elevators moving. But anyway, we're headed over to the other tower. Mind your step. So you'll remember earlier on I did make a fire longbow, and that was by design. We're definitely going to be using it in this area. In order to, well, not me see a little better, because I can see, but you guys, in order for you guys to see a little better, I'll be lighting all of these on the way through. This is an empty room for now. We'll be dropping down this way later. But this is why we have the fire longbow. So these guys have two major moves. The first one is that leap right there. If they stop short and don't make it to you, that's the move they're going to use. If they crawl all the way to you, then they will do the AoE explosion, which is what you want. That's what you're trying to sucker. And then they do have that little hand slam. You hardly ever see that though. That's pretty odd that he did it. And just, you know, go up, let them hit you with one tick of fire, and let them blow up. Like that one. We'll have 2 to 3 more, possibly 3. And like I said, just dodge the jump. That's all you got to do. There we go. You can see they can hurt each other with the AoE explosion. And all you're trying to do is get them all basically to commit suicide. And these are the guys, by the way, I was talking about that can drop bonfire ascetics. They're very, very rare. But it is one of the few places in the game that you can farm bonfire ascetics. Get some more petrified dragon bones. We're really starting to get a lot of those, and that's good. Actually, don't go down there yet. So you can see we've got a ladder. The ladder goes all the way to the bottom, and then there's another floor here. So to get to that floor, you basically just run. There we go. And we'll have this guy here. And yeah, looks like he's just gonna hang out, so easy for us. We'll just spam him with dark orbs. Very nice. If you get in the room with him, very, very, very dangerous. So I'm glad it actually worked out this way. We did have an invader. The invader is in the room below us. You can cheese it from up here if you really want to. I say you can. There is a sweet spot. Oh well. We'll take care of Rachel the old-fashioned way. But in here, you get a dried root for putting up with that dude. I hate dried roots. I hate them so much. I say that every time I pick one up, don't I? I just feel like they're super pointless. They barely heal. They put this weird buzzing noise every time they're on. It's just ridiculous, honestly. So Quick Sword Rachel will roll a lot, and I mean a lot. She'll also do a lot of weapon buffs. I said she'll roll a lot, but she's not rolling, which is very odd. Alright, well, looks like she's going to give us an easy time here, and that's fine. We'll take it. No thanks, not with your lightning sword. I'll pass. And that should be the end of Rachel. Oh, almost. There we go. So Rachel's down. That fight can go a lot worse. Rachel can just straight up roll all of your spells. let me help you guys out and light up this room a little bit. There are 3 of these braziers here that you can light. Unfortunately, unlike other areas, it doesn't do anything if you light all the braziers. The only thing it's going to do is allow you guys to see what I'm doing better. So that door right there is going to be your path of progression. You'll note here that is death. Do not drop down there. So we'll start working our way through these rooms. There's a lot of traps, very few interesting weapons or items, I should say. See if we can get him to crawl into the fire here. There we go. Now he's lit on fire. Get him to do his explosion. There we go. And commit suicide again. Alright, so this is the empty room. Over here, I believe this is the room where we're going to have the sorcerer pop in behind you. Or it could be the room with the 2 exploders. No, this is, yes, so the sorcerer will actually come from this area right here, and you can't like hit it before it shows up. It doesn't come from the ceiling. I honestly don't know how it shows up. I only know that it doesn't show up until you come over here for the items, and then we'll bring it right outside. No thanks. I need you to come out the door. Where'd it go? You're supposed to pop behind me. Where did you go? Kind of off to the side, I see. I'm not getting the backstab, and it's really messing with my zen here. There we go. Right at the end, got the backstab. I don't know why. I just don't care for those guys. Did I pick up both? Yes. So we got the spell recollection. In here we should have 2 exploders down at the end. Yes. Go ahead and light this big boy on fire. See if we can get a shot on the other one. We can. All right. So he went ahead and did the explosion first. What are you gonna do, big boy? There we go. Get rid of him. Big fat nothing, just another door. Let me make sure I'm telling you the truth. Yes, big fat nothing. And here we are. We're down to the root of progression. We will have somebody to greet us at the door. His buddy did not light him on fire. That's rude. Excuse me, sir. That's not the attack I'm looking for. All right. Settle down there. If he hits me again with the leap, I'm done. You know what? Let's just make sure he knows what we're trying to do here. Yeah, all right. I better get some health, because his attack patterns are not working with us here. There we go. Okay, last one down. So this is the door he came out of. This is the door we're going out of. We've got a lot more of those guys here very shortly. And I do not know their names. I don't at all. You know, everybody calls them fatties, exploders, whatever you want to call them. In here, we're going to pick up our key item that will turn on all the elevators. But you need to know, the second you pick it up, this room is going to go nuts. So, get in, get out. Watch for the jumpers, and then try to sucker an explosion or two. Just like this. There we go. They'll hurt each other. Pretty fantastic. Just a room full of ticking time bombs. Here we go. All right, so taking the scepter does turn the fire off, which, you know, kind of helps you set this guy on fire. Kind of helps you understand why it is we want that in the first place. All right, do your explosion. There we go. We want it because anything you put it in, it will set on fire. So grab our lever here. Start this elevator. Death. Don't go that way. And then we're gonna have this big old, I don't know what to call it. Smolder boulder. That's what I'm gonna call them. Smolder boulders. We get this smolder boulder waiting for you when you lower the elevator here. And I'm facing the wrong way. All right, head on around here, and this is the area that you could drop down that I showed you earlier. All we're doing is heading outside. That's it. Time to head back and bring everything to life. And matter of fact, since we're running to that bonfire, we'll just use a bone. Okay, so now that we're back in the main room, it's time to put the key item in. We're going to use the Scorching Iron Scepter. It looks like a fire version of the Onyx Blade. Anyway, as you can see, spits fire into the middle. That's going to light the furnace. That's going to activate all the different ups and downs here. But this door won't be open. We got to go get a key. So there are so many places to go now. I haven't been here in a very long time, but the one thing I do remember is we have a little path back here at the beginning of the tower, and we're going to go snag that now. So that elevator is now moving, and there's an item up there. We'll just drop down here, ride the elevator up. And grab our Baneful Bird Ring. And head right back to where we were. Just don't want to pass anything up. And matter of fact, can't forget to come take care of that one later. But matter of fact, I believe there is also another elevator to access from this level. This really is just a lot of different side passages for loot for a little while. Was I mistaken? No. No, basically what we need to do is we need to get into that room, and we can now. Just trying to remember how. Yes, from here. Get a little room we can go in over there. Matter of fact, we'll grab that real quick because it's just a single room. Trick is to run. And then here we get the Pilgrim Spontoon. Hard word for me to say. Now we're going to take this path. Go ahead and pop this door open. We're going to have an angry son of a gun in here. We want to call him over to the door, though, so that we can run over here. Get away with opening the door. Please don't hurt me, sir. Please don't hurt me. Oh, I'm so glad we got in the iframes there. I do have a feeling he's not going to let me out of the room, though. Woo! Woo! I don't know how I got out of there, but we did, so we're good. That's not good. We are not good. This tight quarters stuff with this guy. You know what? I think we'll just manhandle him the old-fashioned way. Or he's gonna manhandle us? Yeah, no, he manhandled us. Oh man, tight quarters, tight quarters. See you back up here. Oh, okay, we're back. We're gonna go about this a little different this time. I'm gonna buff my weapon first, and we're gonna get in there and do some melee with him. There's just not enough room for kiting and all of that in this hallway. Whoa! The flame actually staggered me, kept me from rolling. Interesting. A little flame out of his shoulders, you actually do have to watch out for it, and that was almost bad. And there we go, got him down. Much easier if you just tackle him melee style in this hallway. Go ahead and pop this chest open. Get our life ring +3. Fantastic, fantastic health if you're short on that in your build. Some flame butterflies here, and don't miss it, there's a little pathway. Always freak out on this ledge because there's like pixels here that like to push you. All right, get a titanite slab and some titanite chunks. Meh on the slab, but we definitely need the chunks. We're gonna reopen the door, make sure we grab the soul. Get the soul of Nadalia, Bride of Ash. Sorry if you guys can hear that. My upstairs neighbors are just being incredibly noisy tonight. Titanite shards. Petrified something. We do need to go see the crows soon. And a broadsword +7. This door out here. If you're online, which I'm never online when I do walkthroughs. The reason why is, you know, invaders kind of ruin the flow. I'll have to do some runs, you know, after we're done with all the walkthroughs to, you know, just do fun runs online. But you'll find a sign here that says bravery ahead. In other words, they're wanting you to jump off. Don't listen. They're lying. All right, so this time we're gonna pop in this doorway here. And this is going to give us access to this other room. Now, that archer over there, he will shoot over the wall. So I really recommend you get the attention of the one on this side of the room and then pull him out. Get him out here into the hallway. Excuse me, sir. I don't like your moves. I really don't like their moveset. Not at all. The other one already died? No, he went back in the room. When I'm playing the Dex build... Oh, he came in and then died to the fire, so that's fine. When I'm playing the Dex build... I will tell you, those guys are probably going to be a nightmare for me. So right here, this opens the door back to the bonfire. This was the locked door we were at earlier. Remember, we grabbed the chest on this side. And then if we go over here, leads us out onto a ledge and grab our simpleton's ring. A lot of rings in the DLCs. A lot of rings. So Radiant Life Gem. And what I'm going to do real quick is switch over from Dark Clutch. We're going to go with Flame Quartz +3. I really wish I had Flash Sweat. And then I'm just gonna, I'm gonna stack Radiance. That's what I'm gonna do. And hopefully we get this item without dying. That being said, we're right next to the bonfire, so if we need to grab our souls, so what? Oof. I mean, couldn't have been any closer. And now I'm remembering, if you're using a life gem and your health goes full, the life gems stop ticking. So I just wasted 3 Radiant Life Gems. So we're gonna go ahead and travel back down. Still got so much to explore. Okay, so starting back from here again. Man, this place is so big and there is a lot of stuff to do here. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I remember some of it. So I'm gonna pick a direction and we're gonna go and we're gonna see where it leads. I believe you can't open this yet. Right. Okay. There is some other stuff to do on this level though, namely this area that gets us a key, which then we'll be able to open that door. But we go out here, we're gonna have some cask runners. Be careful in this room. If you scare them into the fire, everything in the room goes boom. I'm afraid, since they're already walking around, that it's inevitable at this point. Yeah. I would like to... No, go that way. Yes. Go outside. Everybody outside. Everybody outside. Okay. And boom. We'll get a nice little chunk of damage on this guy before we even fight him. As you can see, just dark resistance out that took us here. Sorry, I do come up with the most interesting slang words I can, specifically because I try not to cuss on the channel. I've talked about it before, but kids watch these videos whether you want them to or not. They do, so I just try to hold my tongue. All right, no, you go that way. Yes. There we go. Got him to blow up and do a big chunk of damage. There is another one of these guys. Oh, nice. I'll take it. There is another one of these guys here. It's going to be the big mace variant right over here by the key. So we're out of bombs. Got to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, Chief. That's a mighty big swing you got there. Ooh, I am not doing good with this guy. I need an opening for a heal. Well, I didn't think that it was gonna travel that far. Guys, I'm about to die. Get the double chug. There we go. That flame. That's the dangerous part about them, is the follow-up stun from the flame, and it also keeps you from, well, nice pirouette, sir, I'll give you that. It also keeps you from doing some follow-up damage to them. So lots of loot out here. Titanite chunks, wilted dusk herbs. Make sure you run over all the dead people and steal their belongings. I feel bad every time I do it. Large soul of a nameless soldier there. We do have another item over here somewhere. Never mind. Over here somewhere. This guy? No. Maybe we've already uncovered them all. Charcoal, pine resin, some twinkling titanite. Get our human effigies over here. And then way out here on the end is where we get our key. There we go, tower key. So we have the ability to unlock all the doors now. Head on back inside. We'll grab a chug real quick. I could have brought him in here and shot those barrels, I guess. Alright, so we'll head over here. We came down that one. I believe this one descends lower. Yes. Before we do that, let's go open this gate. I don't rightly remember what's down here. Oh, it's just a path lower, and there's an item. Yes. Grab our twilight herb. And that's how we get lower. Now, lower... there's several bosses here, and I can't remember the past all of them off the top of my head. But I think lower is smelty. And we'll go back up. Please? No, I missed it. I missed it. Messed around too long. We're gonna go back up. There's a hidden room somewhere here. I'm trying to remember where it is. But it's on an elevator, and we're gonna track it down real quick. I want to say it's on an upward path, maybe. I believe this door will open now. Yes. Oh, this room. Oh man. Ooh, that's a bad room. So I believe there are 2 of the Nadalia statues in there, and I believe we only have 1. No, we have 2. We have 2 smelter wedges, but before we go in that room, I would like to get to our other stash of smelter wedges. So that's the way we came. Yes, this one right here, I believe, is what I'm looking for. Welcome to Ham Gets Lost in Brume Tower. But I truly do believe this is where the other elevator with the hidden walkway is. That's also another path we'll want to take there. Yes, so as we were coming through originally, couldn't do anything here. You heard the sound of the illusory wall there. We can go ahead and open this. Oh no, that's prowlers. We're not ready for that yet. Oh hey, I guess we have to be ready for that already. Now there is a Nadalia statue in there, which is gonna just sit here and heal him. Yes, that's enough of you, sir. The bad thing is there's more of these in here. I just don't know where to use my my wedges right now, guys. We'll come back to this. I'm not ready to commit to wedges quite yet. But I am, it is starting to come back to me, where we're coming from and where we're going. Anytime now. There we go. Go ahead and move him along. Boom. Very nice. Now I know there's some breakable walls in here. Can't quite remember where they all are all right now. All are. See, I don't care for your moveset, sir. So I'm just gonna R1 spam you till you die. Okay, there are breakable walls, and I can't remember which ones are breakable, so... That one is not. I wonder if those will chain to these barrels over here. I guess we'll find out if we die. That one is not. I do know he needs to make it in a certain room, and I've got to remember which room it is. So I want you to go the other way for now. That wall looks a little funny. No. It would make sense, though, that the one you're trying to get him to blow up would not have barrels already in it. So I've got a pretty good idea that it's that, oh, that one right there. Hello. I've hit my trigger like 3 times. Nothing. Okay. So it may be on a floor above us. I do specifically remember an explosive room, though. We'll go ahead and pop this one just to be certain. Okay. It's got to be upstairs. Got to be upstairs. Ah, that's the one right there. So I need to go down here and chase these guys back this direction. But we've also got just a crap ton of enemies. Let's kind of work our way backwards. Deal with them as best we can. And by deal with them as best we can, I guess I mean, you know, let them eat your lunch. Yo, where did that guy even come from? No sirs. Woo, that got sketchy for a second, guys. I think this is the lowest I've been on Estes in a long time. Just tells you about this DLC, though. This DLC is quite challenging. And look at that. As we walked away, we got a hole blown in the wall for us. Rubber spelling ring +1. I'm gonna go ahead and blow the rest of these barrels up because I just can't remember if there's anything else or not. And we're gonna be thorough. That doesn't look like an explodable wall. I do like blowing up explodable barrels, though, in general. There's our smelter wedges, 4 of them. So now I feel a little bit better, and this is exactly where we started. So now I feel a little bit better about going the route of using smelter wedges. But first, I do want to pop into this illusory wall that we opened up. If you remember, I talked about a mask that would negate the curse buildup at the other tower, and this is that mask. It also makes a boss super trivial. It's called the Hollow Skin. Show it to you real quick. It gives you 1,000, I believe, curse resistance. Yes, 1,000. So, you know, we're gonna have no issue with the curse boss when we get to it. I'm trying to think. Actually, isn't there a... Yes, there's a door down below us. I honestly can't remember where that goes, so let's go find out. Okay, so this leads back out to the hall. Go ahead and top off. I saw an enemy over here. Oh, I remember where this is. This is that first big room that we passed through. Yeah, where we used all the barrels. It's all coming back to me. All right, so I think that's it. Ready to actually move on and take care of some bosses. Looking at the time, though, I think we'll probably start by taking the prowlers out. Take them out. I could have swore there was one optional path. That's it right there. We're gonna make that jump real quick. But we'll probably start with prowlers, go to Smelty, and then Sir Alan after that. Ooh, got it. Thought I was gonna get away. Not today. 3 chunks in a slab. Somebody's clomping around down here. And we get some bright bugs. Very nice. So down here, you can see at the bottom, that's where we went over and took care of the optional tower. If we had waited till now, we could drop down here and then go over there with the curse hat on and not worry about anything. Alright, so we use this elevator. We've got 60,000 souls, that plus any consumables we have. And since we're headed back to the bonfire, I'm not going to worry about trying to make the jump on this thing, so we'll just use a homeward bone. Now, we do have a few paths to go on, but they're going to be on the way up and on the way down, so we'll take care of those along with bosses. But I believe that's the majority of what there is to get right around here. And let's head back to Majula. One of my favorite areas, but also one of the most confusing areas. And I think that's partly why I like it, to be honest with you. Because a lot of the areas in these Souls games, I know like the back of my hand. So when I get to an area like that I don't know, it makes it more interesting. Almost like a new game, I guess. So we're going to go ahead and level up. Like I told you guys, the build is right at 150. I'm going to go beyond 150 though, because I want to show you guys some of the more powerful spells. And I want to show them to you with them at their peak rather than... as you can see, dark doesn't even go up, but we're trying to raise our int and faith for spell requirements, because I want to show you guys how powerful they are if you decide to go full faith or full intellect, and so on. So that's what we're doing from this point on, spending all our spare souls to raise int and faith for those. And that'll do it for this episode, guys. The next episode, we're finally going to get to some bosses. The DLCs in this game are very front-loaded with stuff to do, so you have gigantic areas to clear out, and then once you finally get a key item, you can then start taking on bosses, and that's just kind of how the DLCs in Dark Souls 2 works. So no boss fight this episode, may have 2 next episode. Anyway, we'll get to what we can get. I'm not going to guarantee a one-shot kill on Smelter Demon, that's for sure. He has a lot more health since the last time we fought him, and he's a lot more feisty, I guess you could say. But anyway, guys, that's going to be our first step, our first stop in the next episode. So if you're enjoying the series, drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit me up in the comments section down below. Till the next video, guys, thanks for watching.